Are you thinking of marrying a non-Canadian during this coronavirus fiasco? Okay, so you need to watch this video, but before watching this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and enable notifications. First, let's talk about the concept of marrying a non-Canadian. If you are a Canadian citizen or permanent resident of Canada, then by marrying a person who is a foreign national, you can sponsor them to Canada under, of course, certain circumstances, and they eventually become permanent residents of Canada. The ultimate goal is that they can come to Canada and stay with you, and you can live together here in our beautiful country. However, you need to keep a few things in mind. When it comes to immigration of spouses to Canada, the immigration authorities, under the immigration regulations, they recognize three groups of people. The first group is a spouse. A spouse is somebody who you legally get married to that person. Legally married means that you are both present at the time of marriage in the same location, and wherever that location is, the laws of that location recognize your marriage as a legal marriage. In other words, let's say your spouse comes to Canada and you get married in Canada and Canada recognizes that marriage. Or you go to your spouse's home country and you get married over there and they recognize it. Or both of you go to a third country and that third country recognizes your marriage. This is being a spouse. The second option is called common law partnership. When you are a common law with somebody else under the immigration regulations, not the local laws in Canada. Under the immigration regulations, it means that you have cohabited for at least a period of 12 consecutive months. That cohabitation, of course, needs to show the signs of intimacy, financial dependency, emotional dependency, knowledge of other people about your relationship, etc., etc., etc. The third option is called conjugal relationship. It means that you are intimate with each other, but you have not been able to cohabit for a period of 12 months. Because of valid reasons. For example, cohabitation is not an option for you in the country that you wanted to live together because, for example, you are same-sex couples or other reasons. The other issue that may prevent people from cohabitation are immigration issues. Think about travel restrictions because of COVID-19. That could prevent you from being able to cohabit with somebody under the same roof. First, think about legally married people. If you are legally married to somebody during COVID-19, you need to keep that in mind that the sponsorship application process, it's pretty much the same as the applications that we submitted before COVID-19. However, majority of visa offices and the central processing offices, they are not processing applications on a regular basis. There are some time lags and you need to expect extended processing times during COVID-19. If you have not married to that person yet and you want to get married, then you need to keep that in mind that marriage by proxy is not acceptable. Nowadays, there are many travel restrictions. For example, Americans cannot travel to Canada. In those situations, you may be tempted to marry by proxy on a face chat or through some other methods of online marriages. Even if the marriage is recognized locally, unfortunately, the immigration regulations do not recognize marriages by proxy. What can you do about that? There are some options available depending on your situation. For example, although Americans may not travel to Canada, right now Canadians may travel to the United States by air. So probably one option is that you travel to the United States and get married over there. The same situation is with European Union. Canadians are now allowed to travel to European Union, so you can go to those countries and get married over there. If marriage is not an option, then your second option would be common law partnership. However, remember, if you marry by proxy, then you kind of disabled claiming that you are common law partners because now you are officially married, but that marriage is not acceptable under the immigration regulations. Be very careful. Another alternative for Canadian Americans is Peace Arch Bridge in Vancouver area. That is a common ground between the United States and Canada. If you get released from the state of Washington, then you could potentially get married over there. Keep that in mind that these travel restrictions and options could change overnight because of the COVID-19 situation. It's a very fluid situation, and some of those options could diminish overnight, or some new options may show up. If you have not cohabited with your conjugal partner, then common law relationship is not an option, marriage is not an option, but probably you could refer to restrictions because of COVID-19 or coronavirus pandemic, and with the help of that, then apply for immigration of your conjugal partner. Sometimes you may not qualify to sponsor your spouse or common law partner. In those situations, then another option is including humanitarian and compassionate grounds or elements in your application, and request an immigration officer to consider those. But remember, you need to submit those documents when you are submitting your application for permanent residency. Thank you very much for watching this video. My name is Parsai. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. I teach immigration consulting at Ashton College, and I'm the author of 88 tips on immigration to Canada. Please make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to our channel, and enable notifications. See you soon.